Hello and welcome to She Boss Talk. We're talking about grants today, grants, and more free money for your business. If you're an entrepreneur, small business owner, this is the video for you. Welcome in. This is She Boss Talk. I am Shantae Alrighty. Do come on in, show us some love, give us a thumbs up so more business owners see this video. Hit that love button, drop a comment, let us know who you are. What is your small business? What are you doing? What money have you gotten during this season in 2021? Because there is a lot of funding out there to be had. And for those of you that are new to She Boss Talk, we have been on the front lines helping small business owners and entrepreneurs get access to funding during this entire COVID-19 pandemic. We're going to continue to do that. So many businesses have been transformed, and we are so happy to be part of your success. So if you are new to business, want to know how to build wealth and legacy, this is the channel for you. So today we're going to be talking about grants. Grants is free money for your business. Money that you do not have to pay back. That's the best thing about being able to get a grant, but knowing that there you things that you need to know, things that you need to do to make sure that you're submitting a qualified application, that you're standing out so that you can win more grants for your business. So this is not our only video. We've done several videos. If you go to our YouTube channel, check out our playlist, you will see just about every video I do. I mention new grants because they come online every single day. Okay, so if you want to know more about getting funding for your business, do hit that subscribe button and do hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time that we go live. Again, for those of you that are new, we have grant resources that are available. You will see it scrolling across the screen. All resources and information you can see in the show notes, in the description, and we do also pin to the top comment, because we always get those comments. Where can I find this information? Where can I find tools to help me go after this grant money? Here they are right here. If you don't already know, I have won several grants throughout the pandemic, continue to apply for and win grants for my business, and I've helped thousands of other business owners do the same. So we're going to be just heading right into it today to make sure that you know additional grants are available. And if you're late to this video, so say you come to this video days from now, weeks from now, and a grant is closed, please know that 90% of all grants that I talk about, or that we have on our grant tracker, that's our free grant listing that we've done our research on, new grants come out every day, and most grants have a interval period. So it may be a grant once a month, it could be once a quarter, it could be a grant once a year. So just know what that grant's timeline is, so that even if it closes one round, know when the next round is coming, mark your calendar and go apply. Even if there's a grant, say there's not one that's closing today, but even if it is, these grants are so simplified to the point where if a grant is closing today and you find out about it, you can apply. There's been many grants that I came upon them the last day or the almost last day that they were open, and I applied for it and won. Okay, so there's no excuse on not applying for grants. Just make sure that you're getting your business in order, position, so that you can go after this grant money, because there are literally billions and billions of dollars available in grant funds for you and your small business, no matter what stage of business you are in, no matter the industry that you are in, there is a grant for your business. Okay, so I'm going to just start by talking about the best grant, which is ours, the She Boss Up grant for women in business. We launched this last year in 2020 during COVID. This is an annual grant program, and so we have launched it again. The applications open on Monday, November the 15th, and the open period is from the November 15th through the 19th. I already started making an announcement about our grant committee. We just met yesterday because we're getting ready for you all. Getting ready to receive the applications. I do want you to know that If you do sign up, you can register all the way up through Sunday. And then again, you will be one of the first ones to know when the applications do open. The open period again is through the 19th or until we receive 500 applications. So we're expecting to receive a lot of applications we did last year. So I can anticipate that there will be more this year because we have a larger amount that we're giving away. So we're giving away up to $2,500. There will be a total of 10 grants awarded for women in business in the U.S. and U.S. territories. Because I received that question. U.S. and U.S. territories, you can qualify for this grant. So I'm going to pull it up on the screen just for a second so you can know what it looks like when you come across the website. And again, right now you can register. So you should see it on the screen. And this is our main page. This really gives you the story of our grant, the story, the mission behind me starting this grant fund. There's an area at the top. We make it big, so there's no secret. It's very transparent, simple process. There's a donate button, register button if you want to get on the wait list, and you can also check out the 2021 awardees. So if you awarded one of the 2021 grants, then you will be on and spotlighted on our 2022 grant awardees page. Okay, so this is what you will see, and then again, it tells the story. We also have some spotlighted videos of women in business, other women business owners and entrepreneurs, just like you all out there. They share their COVID stories and how their businesses were impacted. You will see down here more information about the story and how we got started. And our goal is to raise $100,000 in donation. These have been donations that have been coming in, $10, $25, $100 here. So that's how we've been able to raise money for this fund. You can see more information and our donors and partners. We love our donors and partners. We have a full list of names and logos of those that have participated since we have launched this program. And so it's just gotten bigger and better. So we invite all the women entrepreneurs out there to apply for this program. Again, make sure that you're getting a head start because we can only accept 500 applications. But we're super excited. The committee is super excited. And I know that there are many women out there that could really use this money at this time. And we definitely want to do our part to make sure that you have a financial lifeline for your business. Okay, so that's the She Boss Up grant. Again, opens, not closed. It opens on the 15th, runs through the 19th. The next grant that I wanted to talk about is the Dove Chocolate InstaGrants. These are grants up to $10,000, and you can apply up through November the 19th. So I'm going to pull this up really quickly. I think this is super cool. These grants have a short window, so they're not open for an indefinite amount of time. So you definitely want to make sure that if you are interested in applying for any of these grants, that you move swiftly. Do not procrastinate, hesitate on applying for these grants. Because if you do, by the time you figure it out, they will be closed and someone else will have been awarded the grant opportunity. Okay, so you will see on my screen here the Dove grants. These are InstaGrants. Is giving you information at the very top, right? You're going to use the hashtag Dove InstaGrants. It's telling you how to enter, tips, rules, gallery, and judges that you can see here. So like I always say, you will always be able to go to the grant website and get all the information on the rules, who is eligible, the timelines, and the grant awards. All of that information is always listed on the website. So you can see this here, and it's telling you clearly you can win. So you're going to pitch your business idea. So again, startups that keep saying you don't know where the grants are, right? You can pitch to win. You can have an idea or innovation or business idea and pitch it, and you can possibly win. You can enter. Has a big red button, and they're partnering. You can see with female money experts, Tori Dunlap and Carmen Perez, and you can win this. And it's giving you more information about how you can enter to win And they have two different ways that you can submit. So it's saying that you can do an Instagram entry with a 30-second video to your public Instagram feed and complete the steps here that it's telling you, including the hashtags, and you're going to tag them in your post copy, add your business social handles or LinkedIn page if applicable, and follow Dove Chocolate. Or you can do an online entry, simply clicking the button below, fill out the entry form, and upload your 30-second video. Remember, the video must be 30 seconds or less. Those that are longer will be disqualified. So I say this a lot because you need to know what the qualifications are. Make sure you're following instructions. Not following instructions is one of the biggest reasons why people and businesses miss out on grants, because if they tell you that they want a video that's 30 seconds and you decide in your mind you're going to give them a 3-minute video, well, they're telling you right here that you're going to be disqualified, because that tells them that you did not take this seriously and you don't know how to follow instructions. So again, that is reflective on you and your business. So you want to be mindful of that. Give them exactly no more or no less than what they're asking you for. So 30-second video, and you want to bring your A game. So 30 seconds isn't a lot of time. So what are you going to say in the first 30 seconds? Make it quick, make it impactful, so that your business stands out. That's what you want to do. And they're giving you advice on the 30-second video and information there. You can see a gallery and videos there. So again, this is the Dove InstaGrants, where you can win one of 3 $10,000 grants for your business. Okay, so I encourage you, if you qualify for those grants, do apply. And that grant is for women in business, or women with an idea. Okay, so remember, it doesn't have to be specific to an industry, because I keep getting these messages and emails of different industries, trucking and real estate. If you go to the website and it says small business, and you're a small business, and says you have to have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and you have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, then apply. Okay, it does not have to be industry specific for you to apply on behalf of your business. Now, there are industry specific grants, but some of you are waiting for it to say for trucking, and it may not. It will say small business. If you're a small business, it apply. It may say for entrepreneurs. If you're an entrepreneur, you meet the eligibility requirements, apply. So don't make it overly more complicated than it really is. The next one that I want to talk about, this one is for restaurant owners. We know restaurant owners have been super hard hit during COVID-19. There was a restaurant revitalization grant fund that was underfunded. They still haven't extended it. There's many calls for them to extend it. So there's many restaurants that still suffering at this time, still need access to funds. We've helped fund several restaurants, but this is a grant, DoorDash. So they have a number of different grants that are available. I'm going to tell you about this one. So let me bring it up on my screen. And again, this is DoorDash. Okay, so how many of you all use DoorDash out there? I know I use DoorDash on a regular basis to deliver food to my home. So I'm very familiar with DoorDash. They have a partnership with Hello Alice. I talk about the Hello Alice platform a lot, so I encourage you to get involved with the platform. They provide a number of different grants, several grants that have come out during COVID-19. This one is for restaurants. So tag a restaurant owner, business owner. They're oftentimes not on social media, often may not be social media savvy, technical savvy. They're really focused in their business, trying to keep their business afloat, or trying to reopen their business, trying to staff their business. They have a lot going on. So when you go into that restaurant, nudge them. Just say, can I speak to the owner? And do you know about this DoorDash grant? I encourage you to go apply for it. The website, the domain is super easy, DoorDash.helloalice.com. Now, this disaster relief program, it opened on November the 1st. So again, they have a number of different programs. This is on our grant tracker as well. again, apply now button is telling you just a background on how many businesses have been impacted or unable to open their doors. Is giving you more information on the application process. So this application period is longer. So you have until January 31st of 2020 to submit your application. I would not wait to do that. Applications must be submitted within 12 months of the declared disaster. So again, this is a disaster relief for restaurants where you can apply for it. And the applications or applicants will be notified on a rolling basis, and selected grant recipients from the winter round can expect to receive funds no later than March 15th of 2020. So it's telling you when the application is, when you can expect to receive your money. So if you ever have a question, go back to the website. Your question is most likely answered here on the website, and it's telling you what the eligibility requirements for this grant are. You must be experiencing a hardship due to a state or federally declared natural disaster. So it doesn't have to be COVID. We've had hurricane disasters. There's been a number of disaster areas declared. So if you were in part of a state or federal disaster, you must be independently owned. You must be have a brick and mortar location with 3 stores or fewer currently operating. So you must be operating. You don't have to be operating at the same capacity, but you have to be operating. Must have revenues of $3 million or less per location in the last 12 months, and you must employ 50 people or fewer per store. And then you can read more of the terms and conditions and the FAQs and join the DoorDash restaurant disaster relief community on Hello Alice. That's a great thing because you can get additional mentorship. There's networking there. That is, I think, one of the things that is a lot of times taken for granted is the power of connections, the power of networking. This is Hello Platform is just that, where you can network with other restaurant owners or others in the restaurant industry, advocates in the restaurant industry, bounce ideas off each other, ask questions, answer questions. So it's a great platform to be on. But again, this is a $10,000 grant for restaurant owners. Again, if you're a restaurant owner, let me know what your restaurant is, where you're located. If you know someone, again, tag them in this video. We are so thankful for those of you that share out our content, because we get so many testimonials that, someone's sister or their brother or their wife or their spouse or their peer in their network shared with them. And that was the only reason they knew that these things were available, that these opportunities were available. Millions of business owners do not know that there are these opportunities to get grants for their business. They never even thought about it, have no clue that they could even qualify for free money for their business. Well, you can. If this is your first time watching us, you now know that you can qualify for grants, and you can see the variations. There are so many different types of grants, right? So sometimes people contact me, are all the grants for women? No. Are all the grants for minorities? No. Okay. So there will be different grants that may cater to a certain geographic area, a certain different demographic of small business, all small business. It may be businesses with employees. It may be businesses with less employees. It may be businesses with a certain amount of revenue. Find the grant that applies to you and go fill out an application. Shoot your shot. That's what I can tell you, because I don't get every grant, but I get a lot of them. Okay. So it's something I don't qualify for. There's one, Comcast. I wish I qualified. I would have been gotten that one, but I'm not in their service area. So there's nothing I can do about that. That's out of my control. I apply for the ones I can qualify for, and I share those, even if I don't qualify for them, with those that can, that do, and you can go get those grants for yourself. Okay. So let's not focus on grants that we don't qualify for. Let's go after the ones we do, or figure out why we don't qualify for a certain grant. Use the cheat sheet and checklist that we have, and figure out how to get those things taken care of, position your business, organize your business. So then when they have the next round, you can qualify for that grant. Okay. It's really that simple to be able to do it. You don't need a grant writer for any of these grants. Okay. But if there's a grant out there, you need a grant writer, we do have referrals for you. But some of these grants take literally less than 5 minutes. Do you have 5 minutes in your day to apply for a grant that could potentially get you $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 or more? What is 5 minutes of your day worth for you to be able to apply for a grant? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 30 minutes. I think maybe 30 minutes is the longest I've ever taken on any particular grant during the entire COVID-19 pandemic. Okay. And so, but you do is easy for me because my business is already positioned. I know how to stand out. All of that information I put for you in the cheat sheet because I understand not everybody knows. A lot of businesses are new to this and you need help. You may not know what these documents are that they're asking you for as a business owner. I give you all that information in the cheat sheet. If you need more, you can take the master class. You also have access to our videos here on our YouTube playlist. And we also have a Facebook playlist as well. But all of these grants are available. So again, She Boss Talk, Dove Chocolate, InstaGrants, DoorDash for restaurant relief, 10,000, D Prize grants. So let me talk about this D Prize. One of our grant committee members for our She Boss Up grant is the one who informed me about this particular grant. Again, you can be a startup. You can have an idea. There are so many organizations, governments that are looking for creative, innovative ideas and solutions to solve the world's problems. Do you have expertise, a skill, a product or service that can solve a problem? This may be for you, or there's other grants that may be for you as well. So again, this is D Prize. This supports new entrepreneurs who distribute proven poverty interventions. What does that mean? This is a grant for those that have an idea of something that is going to help end poverty. Poverty is a big problem. It's a cause that many organizations, governments, associations, and companies want to solve. So do you have an idea? So the world has already invented products and services to end poverty, yet we found dozens of proven interventions with large delivery gaps. So there's gaps. Even with some of the solutions that's out there, there's a gap that you can feel. Millions of people still don't have access. Just like the millions of businesses still don't have access to grants, okay? And don't know they qualify. Can you design a new business or a NGO, a nonprofit that delivers a proven poverty intervention at scale? Submit your idea to build a new organization and solve one of the distribution challenges below. We will award the most promising teams with up to $20,000 US to launch whatever extreme poverty exists. And they're giving you your information. The competition is still live right now. You can download the application or the information. And here are the challenge core of the categories. Does your idea or invention, solution help with health access, clean water, education, agriculture, livelihoods, energy, public services, or you can customize your own? Customize your own. There's a customization category, okay? So more information on the application process, timeline. So the global competition launched September the 7th. Early submission deadline was October the 17th. Regular submission deadline was November the 7th. That was the deadline. So we know that just passed, but guess what? You can register for an extension like I did, okay? Because I found out about it about 2 days before the deadline. And then I registered for the extension, so I have time until the 28th at midnight Pacific time to get my application in. So you can just click this hyperlink here, register for extension, and they will send you an email confirming that you have an extension to apply through the 28th. So you still have time, shoot your shot. First, they have telling you the evaluation process here. Round 1, submit your concept. Round 2, top 5 entrepreneurs are invited to submit the full proposal. Final round, top entrepreneurs interview by phone and email. The top 1% will receive $20,000 to launch. launch. You will spend the next 3 months using your talents to start a venture that can grow and help millions of people. Who wouldn't want to do that? Who's ready to apply for this program? Okay, so again, you can apply, collaborate with someone on applying for this program. But again, this is $20 that you could potentially secure for yourself. What idea, what invention, what solution, what new business can you start, or nonprofit organization can you start that's going to help solve poverty? Excellent program. Okay. Thanks, Tracy, for letting me know about that grant. And then I want to talk about also Invoice2go. This is Grow by Invoice2go, which is up to $15,000. The deadline is basically when they run out of funding. That can be at any time. That again tells you you don't want to wait to submit an application for this. So this one is for minority businesses. I'm going to pull it up on the screen. This is the last one I'm going to share on my screen. But again, this is Grow by Invoice2go. All right, here we go. So this is the page here. Okay, so you're going to scroll down and you're going to see this big apply now button. We're giving away $200,000 to help small business owners from minority communities take their next steps. Terms and conditions apply. So if they're telling you terms and conditions apply, you just want to make sure that you are reading those terms, and you understand what the terms are and how to make sure that you qualify for the program. So this is our way of recognizing the contributions of untapped potential small business owners from underrepresented groups. Okay, so why apply? Because you can receive up to $15,000 to grow your company. Join Invoice2go community owners, 50% who identify as women or BIPOC, or support and insight. For support and insight, gain access to exclusive workshops, help you win more work, build deeper customer relationships. So again, they're going even beyond. It's not just you get a grant, but they're giving you that connection, that network, that mentorship, access to additional resources so that you can build a successful business, build or grow a successful business. Who can apply? You must be a business owner, a legal U.S. resident, must be 18 years or older. The business must be majority owned by legal U.S. residents who identify as one or more of the following: Asian, Indian, Asian Pacific, Black, Latino, Native American, Alaskan Native, Arab, Middle Eastern, Native Hawaiian, Pacific Islander, LGBTQ+, or has a person with disabilities. The business must be less than 5 years old, no more than 10 employees, and have an annual revenue equal or less to $1 million. How to win? Apply now by completing the form, your name, your email, your photo. If you win, we'll highlight your entry. More promotion for you and your business. Is not just the money. The promotion, the exposure, the visibility has massive value, because these companies have millions and millions and millions of followers and viewers and readers, where when they promote you, that draws more traffic to you, more opportunity to gain more clients, more business partners, collaborators, and more. Okay, so just go to their website. If you qualify, fill out this simple application and wait and see if you are a winner. Okay, so I mean, these are just a few that I go through every single time I come on here. There's more and more grants coming out every single day. Shout out to that was TKO. I will give you a shout out. He has a super chat here, and our super chat feature, just want to let you know about it on YouTube as I'm live. You can use super stickers, super chats, and they will be highlighted. I will give you a shout out, answer your question, and any of those funds go to our She Boss Up Grant Fund. So thank you for all those that do use that feature, and we highlight you, and that money goes towards the She Boss Up Fund. So again, let me just, for those that are late, make sure you go back towards the replay. We have the She Boss Up Grant. That's our grant program. Up to $2,500, Dove Chocolate up to $10,000, DoorDash Restaurant Grant up to $10,000, D-Prize Grant up to $20,000, Invoice2go Grant up to $15,000. Want to give a shout out and congratulations to those pitch finalists. There are several pitch competitions. You can find them in your city, your county, your state, and nationwide and international pitch competitions. Start getting your business ready to pitch, your idea ready to pitch for massive money, right? Massive money. So congratulations. If you want to attend, and I highly recommend, if you want to learn how to pitch your business, start attending some of these pitch competitions and see how it is done. You get to see the finalists and the winners and how they're presenting, and you can take that and use it to develop your own pitch. So the Founders with Disabilities Pitch Fest competition is November the 19th. Again, this is Founders with Disabilities Pitch Fest. This is an annual program. I believe this is the second annual pitch competition. So guess what? If you're entrepreneur business owners with disabilities, there's a grant for you. There's a grant for every business. Okay? There's grants for veteran businesses, specifically for veterans businesses, any type of business. I said, I Fund Women Entrepreneur of the Year award and grant. I believe that one is above $100,000 that the finalist is going to win. And one of my peers is a finalist. So I'm super excited for her and all the other finalists. Again, they're pitching on November the 19th to see who is going to be the winner of the pitch competition. So again, just search it, go to I Fund Women. You'll see the pitch competition. That's a crowdfunding platform I'm a part of, and I Fund Women of Color. So if you are on the platform, just go to their website and you will see that information there. Okay. Just a reminder that Facebook's Invoice Fast Track program is still open and available for business owners who have contracts, have customers that are corporate customers, government customers, where you do business, you have contracts, but you're not paid for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120 days out. Yes, that happens. And so you still have a business to run, still have bills to pay, staff to be able to pay. And so Facebook is going to fast track your invoice, pay it quickly for you, and then your customer is going to pay Facebook. This program is supposed to help 30,000 small business owners. I know you do need to be a certified business. When you go to their website, and it's on our grant tracker, it will tell you what certifications or bodies of certifications you need to have in order to move on to get access to the application. So again, I would encourage you, if you're not a certified business, get our masterclass, our MBE masterclass bundle that help you get on your way to getting certified, leveraging those certifications to get access to billions more dollars in federal grants, state grants as well. Any type of government grants, but especially at the federal level where the grants are $1 million plus. Okay. They're endless. There is no limit to the opportunities that are out here for your business. So again, just wanted to remind you of that. Want to remind you also as well, state grants. State grants, every state has grants, every county, every city. And they're open, and a lot of you all don't know about them. We have the biggest ones that we know about it that are COVID-19 related on our grant tracker. When you scroll down, it goes federal, state, and then it goes to the national, like grants, pitch competitions, accelerator programs when you're on there. So that's how it looks, whether you're on a desktop or your mobile device. We've done the research, so I highly recommend you start with our tracker, then expand your research from there, because we give you tips on where to look in your local area. There's no way that I can go through every single grant from the local level. That's your job. So use our grant tracker, start there, and then expand your search. Start looking in your local area, because I'm telling you, they're there. They're there. Many state grants, but these are some of the newest ones. And sometimes they're not new. They have a new round. Okay. They have a new round, or they pass legislation, or they get more federal funding and they open up another round. Okay. That's what's happened in some of these cases. So Indiana Small Biz Restart, if you're in Indiana or know someone who is, look, let them know, tag them, share this video, because this grant is available for you, and it's a $94 million grant. And the deadline is November 15th. So that's around the corner. November 15th is a deadline for you to get access to some of this $94 million. So that doesn't mean there may not be another round, because I believe they'd had at least 3, maybe 4 rounds at this point for the Indiana grant, and they added $94 million in funding Also, New Mexico, this is one of the newest ones. Their Small Business Recovery Grant is a $200 million program, and you have until December the 7th to apply for this particular grant here. Illinois has several grants. I can't even talk about them all. They have a Maine State COVID grant. Now they have a Chicago Shy Biz Strong $20 million grant that is available for you to apply for through November the 12th. That means you don't have a lot of time. You know about it now. If you are in Chicago or know a small business owner in Chicago, let them know about this grant. Shy Biz Strong grant is a $20 million fund that is available for you to apply for through November the 12th. Okay. And so get those applications in, get them in. More state grants. If you're a child care provider, home care provider, or brick and mortar, there are grants in every single state. I did a previous video where I listed off several states that have made official announcements through press releases that their grant programs were open for their child care provider grants. You're going to connect with your Department of Child and Family Services or Jobs and Family Services, DHHS. Those programs is who is they are administering the grants in your state. If you need to start at your governor's office, just start at your governor's office. I'd say that anyway, and then they can direct you on where else you can go to apply for some of these grants at the state level. Okay. And if your state doesn't have a grant, call them and ask them why. When are they going to do it? They have the federal money. Let them share your story. Let them know that you and other businesses need financial relief. Okay. And ask them what are they going to do about it. Okay. But there are many grants. I think the largest one that I've seen, maybe 150,000 for child care providers. Like, this is significant money that can help you. I know one state, the grant, the minimum you could get was $2,000, and that was for home care providers, and the top grant was $30,000. Okay, so this is to really help you across the board in your business, not only internally, but also give you money to be able to offset the cost of your customers who are experiencing challenges paying for your child care services, to help you for PPE equipment and services and outfitting that you've had to do during COVID to give you, again, more financial relief for your business. So they may have one round, they may have multiple rounds. Every state is different in how they run their program, the application process. But I do know if you're a child care provider, you must be active. You can't have any sanctions against you, but they will let you know on their website for the grant what the qualifications are. Just make sure you meet those qualifications. That's the child care. Just want to state again, as a reminder, there is rent relief and utility relief, up to 12 months of relief for you in every state. Every state should have these programs. Now, how quick they are, responsive they are, I can't answer that question, but I do know they're supposed to have this. Again, if you don't know where to start at your governor's office. And most of these states have a portal, like here in Ohio, that everything is on this portal, like all the small business grants, the relief programs for rental, and everything else, different resources. They have a main COVID page, but every state is different. That's how it is in Ohio, but I've seen a lot of other states do it that way. So it makes it easier for you to navigate all the different programs that you otherwise wouldn't have known about. You can find them all linked, quick linked in one portal. Okay, so I would encourage you all to apply for those programs. I've already said that I applied for utility relief here. I don't pay rent, but I did apply for utility relief. It took a long time, multiple calls, escalating. You have to escalate, okay? If that's what it takes, that's what it takes. At the end of the day, I now have a credit on my accounts because they did eventually give me the funds, which I paid. And what I said was, when I'm gonna pay this off, because I'm not getting my utility shut off, but I expect a credit because I qualify for this program. Don't just because I pay for it say I don't need it. I needed it when I applied for it, so I expected credit and I got it. Okay, so you have to ask for what you want. You can't get anything if you don't ask. You can't get a grant if you don't put an application in. So shoot, that's the part right there. Shoot your shot. Okay, ask for what you want. And then I'm going to end with EIDL and PPP because people still don't know about EIDL, the EIDL program, Economic Injury Disaster Loan and Grant Program, or loan and advance. So you can get the EIDL loan up to $2 million. But when you apply for the loan, you automatically are entered in to get an invite from the SBA to apply for the targeted EIDL grant up to 10,000 max, or the balance thereof if you got a portion of it in 2020. And you can qualify for the target supplemental EIDL grant or advance of 5,000. Okay, to get the 10,000, you need to be in a low-income community, 300 or less employees, and be able to demonstrate that you had a 30% decrease in gross business receipts, gross business sales, gross business revenue. It's all the same. Okay, for the supplemental, you need to be able to show you had a 50% loss, and that's in a quarter. So you take one quarter in 2020 compared to 2019, and it needs to show a 30% loss or 50% loss to qualify. Okay, and many people have struggled with that and the calculations. So you have to get the calculations right. You need to know what you made. What did you make in 2019 and what did you make in 2020? So you would know, and then that's what they look at when you submit your application. So the supplemental, again, 50% decrease in gross receipts. You need to be in a low income community and you need to have 10 employees or less. There's still billions of dollars left for both of these programs. You do not need to be approved for the loan to get the grant. You do not need to take the loan to get the grant. Okay. What you do need to do is respond to the SBA's email invite that could be in your inbox. It could be in your spam folder, and it could be in your promotional folder. At this point, you should have received an invite unless you just applied for the EIDL program yesterday. You should have an invite from the SBA. And every time I go live, there's a new person that says, guess what? I went back to my email. I found it. It's been there for 6 months, or it's been there for 7 months because they rolled this out in February of 2021. So I received both of the grants. So I received the max of 15,000. And I waited for a year and a half to get my EIDL grant that I applied for in 2020 and never received. Okay, so I would encourage you all to get, that's $15,000. You don't leave $15,000 on the table. Go find that invite, and they've sent multiple reminders. So when you go, you should see the reminders that they sent you to your inbox. But they're sending it to the email that you use when you apply for the EIDL program. Now, if you deleted your email, got locked out of your email, you use somebody else's email, you got to stop. I mean, because those things are causing you all to lose out on grant opportunities. If you're just not checking your email, is the only reason why you're not getting a grant. And that's happened to thousands. Several of my peers that happened to. They had it. They just didn't respond to the email, and they missed out on $10,000, $20,000 or more. We're not leaving money on the table, not for simple things, not for things that are in your control. There's some things that's outside of your control. You can't worry about that. What you need to focus on, what is in your control to do, and do it in order to get this access to this money. But there are literally billions of dollars left. But this program is set to end at the end of December. And there has been no indication, no word that they're expanding it again past December 31st. Okay? So let's get those grant applications in. Ask somebody you know, did you apply for the EIDL program? This is for entrepreneurs, 1099 workers, self-employed, independent contractors, small businesses, and nonprofits. The EIDL grant and program and loan program are for all of the above. If you were in business in 2019, if you were in business, operating your business, making money in your business, you could potentially qualify for this program. We're still monitoring to see if they expand before the end of the year. outside of low income communities, as one of the reps said that they would be. So we still haven't heard word on that. So if you're one that was denied because you're not in low income or you're in pending status, let me know what your reps told you. If they told you that you will need to reapply after they opened or expanded it outside of low income community, that would be so helpful for us. Before I answer the questions, federal broadband, this is a benefit. This is a grant too, and I got this one. It's a federal broadband grant or benefit program where you can get discounts on your cable or discounts on your cell phone bills. Okay. So I would encourage you all to apply for that. I will make sure I drop the link in the comments for you. Just want to see if I have I know you can get like a discount. You can't get both. It's either a discount on your cable or a discount on your mobile device, your mobile bill, right? So mine is mobile or my cable. And so I get $50 off my cable or internet service because I don't have cable, but I have internet service, and I think that's 53. So they pay for 50. So basically that leaves me with $3 to pay. Okay. So that is a great program, but you must meet the qualifications for it. Again, I will drop the details in the comments below for you guys. Okay. Now I just want to go back and do some highlights here. I see all of your comments. Thank you so much. Just seeking out the comments. Give me just a second. Any particular questions? I saw some highlights here. I'm trying to, oh, there we go. TK. Okay. That was TKO. Idle loan recon. Last document was incorrect. Says note pending transcripts. Do not remove stipulation until transcripts are received. So that means you're not in denied, right? Because the SBA and the IRS have been working together regarding this, but I'm hopeful that you are continuing to follow up on this process. The good thing, they have not denied you. Is pending transcript verification. So you just need to know, did you properly file your taxes when you properly filed them? And they're waiting on the IRS to have your tax transcripts in their master file, which we know they were behind like over 24 million tax returns. And I know they've been doing them or getting caught up in batches. So where you saw denials before, now you're just seeing pending. They're not denying as much, at least to my knowledge, and based on the peers that have reached out to us. It's just that it's a waiting game for them to be able to have your tax transcript in their master file and give that to the IRS. And I've said this before, some people are saying maybe sometimes depending on your loan specialist, but I would call them and ask them, let them know you have your tax transcripts. Is there another alternative while they're waiting for the SBA to validate? Can you supplement your 2017, 2018 tax returns? Will a dated, stamped from your local IRS office of your tax transcript, could that be used in lieu of? It doesn't hurt to ask. I would ask, what other alternatives do I have than to keep sending pending, right? I don't know how long you've been pending, but especially if it's a long time, that's crazy, right? But there are different things that you can do, and including reaching out to your congressperson or congresspersons and seeing if they can get involved and to escalate it and see, like, look, we know that this is not your fault. We've already verified you have a stamped transcript. Why can't we move this person along? Why are we still holding them up, preventing them from getting their grant that they need? Because it's not their fault. That is something outside of your control. Okay, thank you, Terrell, for your super sticker. Terrell Allen, I was approved for $9,500 loan last year, but I was never approved for the grant. Found the invite and applied, but have not heard back. Oh, wow. See, that's another example. Thank you so much for sharing. So he was approved for the loan last year in 2020, but he never got the grant. He found the invite. How many of you all don't even know you've been invited? and need to go and find your invitation and apply. So if you have not heard back, I don't know how long it's been since you applied, but I always recommend to touch base, meaning calling them and once a week or once every 2 weeks to get a status, to make sure it's nothing on your end that's holding up the process, to make sure and ask them what's in your note in your files, right? Do they have everything they need? Did you click the right buttons in your portal? Is there something else you need to do in your portal? I would go through as many questions as possible to determine that is just them that is holding up the process and not some action you need to take. Because I mentioned this before, in that when I was going through the process and it was getting close to my 30 days and I hadn't heard anything, I picked up the phone. And I was like, is there something that I'm missing or didn't do? I just want to make sure, because I know it's around that 21-day time frame, the 31-day time frame. And she said, well, it looks like you're in process, but we see you haven't hit the submit button, right? And I hadn't, because it showed that it was like processing. So I assumed, don't assume. So what that meant was, until I hit that button, it was not going to be prompted to be reviewed by a SBA specialist. So thankfully I called, and my process went relatively smoother and quicker than a lot of people that are waiting today. So again, these are different steps that you can take, but if it hasn't been that long since you submitted like if it's only been 2 weeks, just call for an update. It's some people that's been waiting months and months and months. Okay. So thank you so much for that. Is this only for businesses that have been started before 2020? No, and I don't know what you're referring to. It depends on the grant. So again, go to each grant and determine what their eligibility requirements. They will tell you if they don't have anything that says you have to be in business by a certain date, then that's not a criteria for them. If it does say you have to be in business by a certain date, then know what that date is. And match it against when you started in your business and what you can verify. Because at the end of the day, before you're awarded, whether it's in the beginning or the end, they're going to ask you for those verification papers. And even if you're awarded and you can't provide those verification papers that show that you met the criteria, that you certified that you met, you won't get the grant. Right? So no, they're going to request follow-up documentation. You have to be totally transparent in your business if you expect to get any type of funding. Your business is an open book. It's not like your personal, your private. Your business is public information. Okay? So apply for the grants, and I just reviewed several of them on here that are for new businesses. You can just have an idea. You don't even have to be a registered business. Come with a game-changing idea and win up to $20,000. There's more and more like that as well. So I would encourage you all to apply. Okay, Tammy is saying you can also get the federal broadband for landlines. There's very few of us left that have landlines, but I know there are people with landlines. You can also get $100 off of your computer, off of a computer, a laptop. So it's an amazing benefit if you qualify for it. So just a reminder, any state, even if your state is not on the top list, that doesn't mean your state doesn't have a grant. Okay. Even if they don't have a COVID grant, every state has a grant. It's up to you to start looking, searching with organizations, associations, governments at the city level, county level, state level, because many of them are still getting funding, and they're still giving the funding down to the counties and to the states to be able to roll out these programs. Even the SBA has had, and federal government has had several grant programs where they give it out to organizations or companies, associations that then are going to help support small business. So then it may be given out locally. They gave the bigger grant, and then they partner with the local entity, right? Or a state. There's one that's actually coming out soon. I believe it's for New Jersey. I may be mistaken, but something like that. But it came from SBA funds for the state to then give to businesses. So there's going to be more programs like that. There are no shortage of grants that are available for you in your small business. I would just encourage you, if you our challenge, we have tools, we have videos, we have the masterclass, we have the cheat sheet that are available for you to get money for your business. There's other funding options available. We have those linked in the comments as well. If you're one of those, because I get this request a lot, that you want somebody to apply on your behalf, there's a fee for that. Okay, so I have a referral. I've referred her a number of times because I don't have the capacity to apply for you. I give you the tools and I teach you how to do it and go get it for yourself. But if you're one of those that you just so busy, right, and you want somebody to apply on your behalf, they do it. And the fee is upfront. Please know, ladies and gentlemen, that fees are always upfront. They're not rolling it into a grant, or they can't guarantee that you're going to get a grant. No one can. Nobody can guarantee that you're going to be awarded a grant. What we can do, you can hire someone that knows what they're doing that can increase your chances of winning grants. Okay, and sometimes it's a numbers game. Sometimes there's no competition. You may be the only one in your state or your city applying, and you get it like that, right? That happened to one of our peers that went to her county, asked what they had. They said, "Yeah, we have a program." And she applied that day. They opened up for her to apply that day. In 10 days, it was in her bank account. Okay. But every grant is different. If you need a grant writer, there are grants where you will need a grant writer. If you don't know how to write grant proposals yourself, we also have those referrals. So you can reach out to us anytime at hello@shebosstalk.com. If you want to find out other opportunities we have available, go visit our website for more information at www.shebosstalk.com. Follow us everywhere we are on social media, because we have so many things, so many opportunities coming up for entrepreneurs and small business owners before the end of 2021 ends. So just be part of the community and shoot your shot, get access to all these opportunities that we're giving, because we love giving out gifts. We know that there's been so many of you all hard hit, and whatever we can do to bring some relief to you, to put a smile on your face, to give you motivation and empower you to keep going, keep moving forward in your business, we're here to do it. As always, continue to be the boss with amplified impact and continue to stay safe and in good health. Have a wonderful day.